got some big one cozy and he's chillin' with me. Cat goes, but I have cooties, but I love you true. Will you still love me? Cause I love you. Carl says he's happy and we stop the whole show. Cause hearing Carl smile is a miracle, bro. And for Brad Jack, his wildcat yells, gotcha like a child. Tori spots a giant little Debbie box. Cat says, ding, 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 you win. That's Big Deborah on the block. Ain't none of your business, ask girl, what is going on in here? Cat waves her hands, you just dreaming, my dear. Go back to sleep, you say. Doing hypnosis in the air. Then Cat blows her nose so loud we felt it in the chair. I'm a blarish, I'm so embarrassed, echoes everywhere. Matt is alive, says he met the meanest cashier. Cat laughs, that's how we treat ourselves, but baby, that ain't fair. Basil says Santa. Cat gas, oh y'all wanna see? Camera creeping down the hallway, Santa's drinking in the corner, sipping tea. Spilling all the holiday secrets, he ain't working out for free. Oh, he fell, but it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. From Big Deborah to Santa's cup to Jack committing camera crime. Oh, he fell, but we love each other still. Good morning, Marlon. Good morning, Megan. Good morning, Jed. How are you guys? So good to see you. Thank you for being here. I love you guys. Thank you for being a part of my morning. Cat and Jack are doing well. Cat's got to get ready to go to the store because we have another storm coming and Jack will be out of food. So that is my big plan today. Trying not to have a panic attack walking into Walmart. I don't know if anybody else has that experience, but kind of funny. Megan is good. You're always good, Megan. What have you been doing? Anything fun? Did you go live the other day? I did not see you. Marlon says relatable. Thank you. I had a real big experience the other day at Walmart. Just a real revelation. Anyways, Caitlin, good morning, my friend. It's 3 a.m. It is 3 a.m. Megan says yes, was. What have you been doing, Megan? Jed says, I didn't go live on Wednesday. No, I'll probably be going live on Saturday. Okay. Marlon says, my girl can relate even more, so hard for her, but she's an absolute trooper about it. Aww. I do not have anxiety in any other stores. It is a Walmart thing, and it's unfortunate that I have to work in Walmarts. Oh gosh, Caitlin, what, honey? Terrence, hi from North Carolina. Terrence, hello from Northeast Tennessee, my friend. Hello, neighbor. Guess what? What, Miss Caitlin? Tell me. Tell me wonderful news. My brother's wife is pregnant. You are just a family full of babies, aren't you? How awesome. Wow, so you're a big sister and an auntie. And those two babies are going to be very close in age. Interesting. Awesome, Caitlin. I think I told you guys before, my youngest brother and my kids
We're 4 years apart, so they were almost like siblings. Terrence says, I'm 59 and single. It's okay. Well, it is okay. Sometimes it's better that way. Marvin says, I almost became an uncle at 5. See? Yeah. Caitlin says, what part of North Carolina are you from, Terrence? We met somebody yesterday from North Carolina, at Asheville area. We have an auntie in Charlotte who we like to go visit. And she is out of the city too. She's in Belmont. Megan says, I hope you can be on Saturday because I want to see Jack again. Love when you do Jack Cam at work. Oh, you know I'm not working. Oh, Megan, I'm not working right now. That's so sweet of you. Terrence says Sanford, 50 miles south of Raleigh. Raleigh. Oh, I'm thinking of Andy Griffith out there in Raleigh. I've not heard of Sanford. I've heard of Sanford, Florida. Let's see how far that is. Okay, you're 4.5 hours, 4 hours and 40 minutes if I avoid highways. Are you in on this winter storm warning, this next one, Terrence? Oh, you love White Bear next to Jack. Bear says thank you. Jack is so funny. He will play with them till they get, I don't know, sticky, dirty, and then I have to wash them. So I think it's time to wash them. He's not been playing with them very much. Caitlin, don't be sorry. It's fine. Spoiled Arch dog. Aw. You should have heard his belly this morning. I've been doing pumpkin. He ate his food really good yesterday with pumpkin. But this morning he woke up and his tummy was just really talking. So I'm guessing it'll take a little while if it's going to work. I'd rather not go medication route. I'd rather do something natural if I can. You didn't miss anything, Caitlin. Hello, corrupted. You're. Arr. How are you, corrupted? It's good to see you. Terrence says we are expecting 4 to 6 inches of snow. Yes, ours says 3 to 7 is what it said when I went to bed last night. But it always changes. It changes hourly. It's crazy. Corrupted likes ours. Caitlin says, do you want to hear something? Yes, ma'am. Your mom. No, really. Yes, my mom. I agree. You are spot on, sister. Marvin said nice. And have you tried yogurt? Yes, I did. I did the yogurt for a long time, and I thought maybe that was causing gas. But it didn't seem to make a difference either way. So I did stop the yogurt, still had gas, so now I'm trying the pumpkin. Megan says now he'll take a nap for a while. He's tired today. Yeah, maybe. Maybe his tummy's. He did go out, so maybe he feels a little bit better. Carl says, "Good morning from wet Ireland." Is it still raining there, Carl? My goodness, it's been raining there forever. What are we doing in Ireland? Last night it was 47 and raining, Carl. I was keeping an eye on you. Where is my weather app? Weather for Carl app. It is 45. Oh, he's getting lots of rain today too. Round 3. Why is it so pink? Are your skies pink? Are there pink skies in Ireland right now? But anyways, rain. Right, Carl? But warm, not bad. Some natural yogurt could work as a pre and probiotic, helping digestion if he's allergic. That's what I was doing. That's exactly what I was doing because somebody suggested it. We did it for months. It's been a bit early for me. Thanks, Caitlin. Jack may have, though. First name, last name says, "I love a good storm." You know, there's nothing like a good Florida storm. One of my favorite things to do with my oldest daughter. Sit out on the porch in Florida during a good thunderstorm, lightning storm, a good hurricane. Bonding moments right there. And lightning strikes feet from you, scares the crap out of you. That's a real bonding moment. Marlon says, "Not from Ireland, but can be just as true. In summer, it rains daily. In winter, it rains all day." Aw. Carl says, "There are no pink skies. It's gray skies with hail mixed in." Ooh. Really? That's so interesting because your temperature's pretty warm. Terrence says, "Just got home from work, 24 degrees." Yeah, we're sitting at 20. But we're supposed to get up to 32, so I'm hopeful. It's going to be warm. Marlon says, "Yeah, if it doesn't help after months, it probably won't. Not with digestion." The vet did say, he said there was some stuff I could get. And also for his anal glands, there's some stuff called Glandex. It's like a dietary supplement. Like I said, I would just rather do more natural and maybe cheaper. I don't think he needs to do either right now. He looks pretty darn satisfied with life. Trust me, Jack will let us know when he's got to go. Caitlin, I will do it just for you. Jack, do you need to pee? Do you need to go potty? Now his eyes are open. He's looking at me and he looks very disinterested. Martin says, "Did you know that in Southern Ireland you have palm trees growing wild? It looks surreal." Wow. No, I did not know that. Terrence, you have a pretty. Oh, thank you, Terrence. Marlon says it's because due to a Gulf Stream, the winters are very mild. Huh. Mind you, this is on the latitude of southern Canada. Mm-hmm. What did I want to say? Hi, Bridget. Good morning, my friend. How are you, Miss Vacation? I was going to say, Marlon, were you there the other day for the quantum. Oh, I don't want to say that. The shaman, the female shaman that was on Yogi's. Was it yesterday afternoon? Were you there for the gosh, it was like a clearing download she gave us. It was beautiful. Oh my gosh. Caitlin, it will make your day. You're being very bossy, girl. Bridget says, I was worried. Why would I be mad at you? I know you worry about these things, but I'm not mad at you, my friend. Carl says the Gulf Stream is very weak at the moment. Rosie, we were just talking about you. Hello, my friend. I've missed you. How is school? How's everything going? Think of palm trees and other tropical plants on the Niagara Falls. You know, I really have no, I mean, I've seen pictures, but I've not been there. There's nothing like being there to really be able to understand. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was cussing. Oh no, that I was just giving you a hard time. I'm sorry for letting you think that. Marvin says, unfortunately, so Carl. Winters here will keep getting colder. Might be why here it's the coldest winter in years. And Marvin says, hi, Rosie. Caitlin says, okay, I have to go. Love you. I love you too, friend. It's Friday, right? You have school. Have a great day in school. And hope to see you this weekend. Richard says, oh, okay. Terrence says, my grandmother in Michigan had an Irish setter. Name was Ace. We had St. Bernards, Casey, and Abby. Oh, wow. I love all of that. Isn't it always my grandmother, my auntie, back when I had kids? There's not a whole bunch of people out there with Irish setters that you see anymore. Carl says there's only one person that I blame for it. Okay. Rosie says it's okay not feeling good. I have to sleep for school, but this chest pain hurts. I can't sleep because of it. And how are you? Gosh, Rosie, what did the doctor say about that? It's been going on for a while. I'm really sorry. We are okay. Bridget says everyone left my life after I thought they were upended. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. No, not at all for me. I just, some days I sit around trying to catch up with everybody on their live streams, and it gets to be a whole dang day, and I get nothing done. And at the end of the day, I'm like, well, crap, what did I do all day? So I've been making it a point to try to get some stuff done. Um, yeah, so I'm sorry. Rosie says hello to everyone in chat. Marlon says, well, a few might be a bigger deal, but we all have something to do with it, Carl. Carl. That's why a lot of people don't like A Course in Miracles, because you take responsibility for everything. Like, if somebody comes in here and says something to me and upsets me, it's not about that other person, it's about why. Why are they upsetting you? What is it about me that's going on? It's never about the other person. Bridget at Essential Irish Queen says, I was playing Stardew Valley and almost forgot to finish quote of the day. Oh no. Carl says, Team Carl has 10 friends now. Awesome. What exactly is, I don't know. Well, congratulations. You had 5 the other day, and then you had 4, and now you have 10. So that's great, Carl. Billy, hi, I'm gay too. Congratulations. We can be sisters. Rosie says, they didn't find anything wrong, but I might go again to see what was wrong. It really hurts. This thing, it's only on one side. Do you know? I know Yogi's probably mentioned it, but anxiety, panic attacks, they can cause chest pain. And if you've been checked out by a doctor, I just might be open. You know, Yogi does the breathing, doing that sort of thing on a regular basis could help. Could help. Bridget says it's got good views, so all is well. Oh, good. I'm happy. Rosie says, love you, Jack. Jackie, wake up and say hello to Rosie. Come on. Say good morning, Rosie. Just, I'll bother you just for a second. Say hi, Rosie. Poor baby. He's so tired. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Well, he would say good morning. All right. Poor boy. He's so tired. It's funny. He did sleep on me, like with his head on my chest last night. He was being very babyish. Mm. Rosie sends love, and so does Bridget. Carl says, I don't get views. You do, Carl. And you know, the more you go live, the more you get subscribers, the more you get views, the more you get hours. Marlon is asking Rosie some questions about her chest stuff. Oh no, Billy. And being gay is not a big deal. It's okay, Billy. Maybe Billy needed to talk about it. Maybe Billy has some guilt and we could have just told him it was okay. I don't know what he said, but anyways, Billy, it's okay. Terrence says he is precious. Jack says thank you. Hey, Zed. Good morning, by the way, my friend. Thank you. Rosie says, I've been having anxiety attacks lately, mostly at night. Yeah, you know, the breathing is good for a spot treatment, but to truly treat and prevent, you have to, like Yogi says, keep up breathing 3 times a day. 3 times a day as a bit of a preventative maintenance, and then as needed. I'm sorry, Rosie. I'm so sorry. I'm so proud of you, and you're so special and so lovely, and I wish you didn't have to deal with that. Bridget says the best boy. Sid says jump the gun a little bit. Maybe Billy will find himself tomorrow. You're starting to sound like a Squirrel Sniper. How are you doing, Zed? I did look for an email. I didn't see anything, but I've had to keep turning off apps like my email because the storage on my phone is crap. It's gone. Do you know YouTube? YouTube takes up most of the storage on my phone. Hi, the bison returns. It's good to see you. He is passed out. It hurts to do the breathing. Well, you know, I don't know if you have Yogi on Messenger, but you could always reach out or stop by a live stream and talk to him about it. But lately he's been having a lot of guests, so you got to catch him while you can. Said says be with you in a few. And hi, Bridget. Marlon says I used to get chest and solar plexus pains quite a bit, almost making me throw up, but I found something that really helps and can help with anything related, tightness around the rib cage. Carl says, what's breath work? Carl, it's that thing you always leave for when Yogi does breath work for people or walks them through some breath work for anxiety. It's that one where you're like, I'm out of here. Goodbye. Rosie says that means a lot, Kat. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, sweetheart. The bison return says, I just don't know when to stop speaking the truth. What did you say? Carl says he was told why. Okay. I'm sure he was told why. I know you have conversations with him, Carl, that are mostly none of my business. So, Bridget says, I installed Twitch on this phone, but I haven't actually made an account. Still debating. Well, I guess if you have the time and the wants and the need, I voted no. Oh, here we go. The Bison Return says, well, Paul, came across this live. What's happening? You see it. Not a whole bunch. This is where people come to go to sleep. The Bison Return says, the young boys are lost in who they are. I agree. I don't think it is restricted to young boys. I just think a lot of people in general are really lost to the truth of who they are. If you knew who you really were. Bridget says, would it be a bad? I don't know. I don't hear anything good or great. I don't even know that. I thought Twitch wasn't even relevant anymore, to be honest. But I never really got into any of it. I'm just pro YouTube all the way. Megan says, what is Sunday, February 1st? Are you saying is Sunday, February 1st? I think Bridget said yes because the day before is whose birthday, Bridget? Your dad's birthday? Paul says, okay, gotcha. Well, Zed says, I've had a Twitch account for 2 years, went live a couple times in the beginning, only watch a couple people there. Megan says, yes. Oh, yes, I do believe it's the first. Bridget says, a lot of my favorite channels use Twitch, so I've been curious. Well, you might as well go out there and get your feet wet. St. Bridget's Day is the first. Interesting. The Bison Return says, I'll keep it light. Apologies for slight rage bait, but I'm a thinker. I missed it, so no apologies needed. No biggie here. Yes, Sunday, February 1st is okay. So is that St. Bridget's Day? Can we call that our Bridget's Day? I would like to do that. I'm going to start calling her St. Bridget. Oh. Oh my goodness. Rosie, thank you. You are so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Rosie. Oh, Bridget says, I don't think we're doing anything for his birthday because my stepmom hasn't texted me with any plans. Yes, you, St. Bridget. Irish Queen. Carl's from Ireland. I don't know if that's an Irish or a Catholic holiday, but it all just fits, Bridget. Carl says, you cannot. She's an Irish saint. So is our Bridget. Mr. T Dizzle. It's not, well, kind of. You're close. Big Deborah. Good morning. Yes, we are in Northeast Tennessee in the United States. How about you, Paul? Rosie, thank you again. I love those purple hearts. So pretty. You're kind of standing out this morning. You're in Ohio. Okay. Well, hello there. Are you supposed to get some of this next storm, my friend? And do you still have snow from the last one? I'm excited about 32 degrees today. I'm like, yeah, it's going to be warm. Bridget says, just because I'm not from Ireland doesn't mean I can't be Irish. That's right. Paul says, oh, yes. Oh, yes. I just, I don't know. We've done good so far through the storm, so I'm just going to trust that we're going to be fine through this next one. We'll be fine, period. Stephanie, hello, good morning. David says that looks like a very sweet, he is a very sweet dog. Ooh, -7. Ooh, 14. Ooh, no, 14 inches. Wow. That is never going away. Not to be a Debbie Downer, but you are never coming out of that snow. Man, I've got to get further south. This is not working for me. It's cramping my style just a bit. It's hard to get out on the beach in 32-degree weather in the middle of Tennessee. Bridget says beginning of February here is going to be 50s and low 60s. Bridget's in Colorado. Can you imagine? She is living the tropical life. David, Jack is an Irish setter. So Jack loves, he does like the snow. He's so funny. But not for long. Paul says, I don't mind. I've lived here all my life. I guess that's what it takes. I do remember, I used to live in Connecticut as a kid. And I do remember snow. A lot of snow. But I'd rather not remember. Bridget says, I remember you saying it was way colder last year, so you're getting a little warmer this year. But I don't have feelings about February. He is awake. His tummy's talking. I can hear it. David says, I thought so. And you don't mean to be from Ireland. You don't need to be from Ireland to be Irish. Thank you. Well, Carl, our friend Carl, is from Ireland. And he's got his very specific ideas. But I agree with you, David. Rosie says, be right back. We will be here. John Picard, hello, my friend. How are you? Good to see you. How is space? What are you up to? You'd love to hear that dog speak with an Irish accent. That would be wild, right? Carl says, I disagree. What do you disagree? Oh, you disagree. I know. Carl disagrees. He says you do have to be from Ireland to be Irish. And Jack is not an Irish setter because he's not in Ireland. And if he is an Irish setter, he needs to go back to Ireland. Carl, I love you so much. You're so much fun. And I miss your live streaming. If you decided last minute you wanted a live stream today, I would love that. But if not, I'm going to get housework done. That's all there is to it. Let's find something more fun. Mm-hmm. Bridget says, well, you're wrong, as if the Irish never left Ireland. The Appalachian Mountains are full of Irish and Scottish. That's why they need more Irish setters, right, Jack? Maybe one day I'll have a dog kennel called uh, Appalachian Irish Setters. Ooh. Returning the redheads to the Irish Setters one pup at a time. Oh, there's my business plan. There's my motto. There, that's all we need. We just need some backing now and a puppy. Marlon says, I would say to claim to be a certain nationality, at least the family you grew up with, have to be from that country. Otherwise, it's X descent at most. Bridget says, well, it's definitely in my blood. I just know I was told we are more from Scotland, and that would not be my parents, probably great grandparents. And you know what? I think it's a big ol'. It's okay. If you want to say you're Irish, say you're Irish. If you want to say you're Scottish, say you're Scottish. If you want to pretend to be German and a crocodile hunter, you go ahead. I'm kidding. Marlon, I love you. I'm so teasing you. Carl says, hello, Carmen. Hello, Carmen. If you're here, thanks for letting me know you brought a friend, Carl. You're awesome. Hi, Lady Sky. How are you, state mate? The brown man says, that dog talking, yes. He's saying, roll that beautiful bean footage. Paul is laughing. Thank you. Rosie says, hello to Lady Sky. How are you, Mary? You're up very early, my friend. Carl says, Carmen is here all right. Well, thank you. Hello, Carmen. Leave a like. Lady Sky says, I'm doing all right. How are you doing, Kat? We are doing well, thank you. I am up. I'm supposed to be getting ready to go to the store. I don't know if anybody else is experiencing a banana outage, but we've not had bananas for a while. I know Yogi's experiencing the same thing. I'm ready for bananas. Marlon says, like, would your life be different if your ancestors came somewhere else? Yes, okay. You got a point? No, then it's just genetics, which usually aren't country but region specific. Bridget says, when I was younger, I had two women from Ireland confirm that I am Irish. One said she could tell by looking at me. I think it's okay to say whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you feel good. In the end, it's all just a story. Lady Sky says, hello, Carl. Marlon says, LOL, if I ever come over, I'll bring you some crocodile claws. Oh my gosh. Oh, yes. And bring some for my Mia too. She would freaking love that. Wild. We would like that. Oh, Lady Sky, man, she really loves her French vanilla coffee. Oh, Rosie, thank you. So Lady Sky is ready for some French vanilla coffee creamer for my coffee. Are you not? Is it not in the store? Is that why you're not getting it, Lady Sky? Lady Sky has really been upset about this for a couple days. We love you, We love you so much, Rosie. Thank you. Marvin says, hello, Lady Sky. Lady Sky says, yes, it's early for me. Are you an hour behind me? It's 3:37, so is it 2:37 there? Carl says, I'm eating bananas. Whatever. Marlon says, got a whole bag, Cat, preserved in alcohol. That is really cool. Bridget says that would be cool to see. Yeah, why don't you post something? Oh, have you got a picture of that posted on your channel? Rosie, I do have to say thank you because um, it's just so sweet of you. Oh, and you deserve it. That's so funny. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Rylan says no, and I won't, only in person. Okay. Ladies, guys, says 15 days till Valentine's Day. You know what is funny? Valentine's Day is one of my most fun days to work because no matter where you're at, if you're working at Walmart or if you're working in a grocery store, you're going to see a bunch of men last minute looking for cards and candy and flowers for their wives or girlfriends. There's always a bunch of them, and it's so funny just to watch them like scratching their heads. uh, I really do enjoy that. I don't know why. Marlon says I can show a fishing bobber full of crocodile teeth marks though. Ooh. Why can't you show the claws though? What's up with that? Carl says Cat will be jealous next weekend. Carl, I hope I'm not jealous. I hope I'm just happy for whatever somebody else has. I try not to get jealous. I'm more like if somebody has something I want, I'm like, thank you for showing me that's something I'd like to do too, or something I'd like to have, or something I'd like to experience. There doesn't have to be jealousy and there doesn't have to be competition, Carl. There's enough room for all of us. Paul says, must be funny. Ladies Guy says, right, Cat&Jack, men shopping last minute for it, shaking my head. I just think it's a whole racket. I would rather Yogi sing me a sweet song. Yogi sing me a Cyndi Lauper song for Valentine's Day. That is one of the sweetest things anybody has. Oh, I want to cry thinking about it. Sweetest things anybody has ever done. I'd much rather have that than flowers or chocolate or jewelry or a card. Email me if you're curious. I'll probably forget, to be honest. Sack pyro sounds better than being by yourself or spending Valentine's Day with animals. Does it? Well, good for you. Lady Sky says shaking my head means shaking my head. I know. Rita says facts, Cat. My store sells the most flowers of all king shoppers in the state. And well, sack pyro, some of us are happy being single. Rosie says, I need to try to sleep or I won't wake up to my classes today. Love you, Jack and Cat. We love you, Rosie. Get some sleep and, make it a point to reach out to Yogi. He can show you some gentle breaths to work your way up to it. I have complete faith. Paul says, some people feel pressured to buy stuff. Exactly. And it's bullcrap. It's meaningless, right? Just throwing money at somebody, it's kind of meaningless. Marlon says, I like singing and drawing. If I give somebody jewelry, at least part of it has to be handmade by me or something I found. Aw. Carl says, I hate Valentine's Day because I'm single and always will be. I'm sorry. Yeah. Lady Sky says, candy is expensive. I noticed on the Valentine's Day candy I saw at Kroger's 2 weeks. Everything is expensive at Kroger's. Don't get me started, Lady Sky. The original Peep noticed me, and I finally get sleep. Hi. Peeps, we love Peeps. Oh, Bridget says I buy myself candy for Valentine's Day. Marlon says, what about Tina, Carl? Yes. What about Tina, Carl? I think Carl sometimes says stuff like that and doesn't realize that he does have loved ones out there. And maybe it hurts their feelings when Carl says something like that. And Carl doesn't recognize the people that love him in his life. Paul says, never have. You've never felt pressure to do that. Lady Sky says $4.99 to $25 just on candy. Yikes. Rosie says, I'll try to join Yogi today if I can. Um, I know he has a guest, Nanette Tierheart. Guys, Bridget, I'm telling you, Bridget, if you're not doing anything, you should check out Nanette Tierheart. You would freaking love her. I'm a little in love with her. She's really beautiful. Really, really beautiful and amazing. Carl is our Eeyore. That's kind of true. But, we all love Eeyore. I can be an Eeyore too. We all have Eeyores in our lives. Mm-hmm. Jack is confirming over there. Oh, she's nice. Yes, and she has a she has her own channel, and she does some spiritual work and stuff. But she's also like she'll get up and she'll do karaoke, and girl sexy. Oh my goodness. Jay Olson, hello. He must be having some good dreams over there. He's finally warm. He's sitting by Debbie, which Jack is pretty comfortable with Deb. Bridget says, oh wow, LOL, Cat has a crush. I do. I'm not the only one though. You have to be there. But like I said, that's just the packaging. What's inside is really, really beautiful also. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Yogi. Carl says, I very rarely watch Yogi. That's too bad, Carl, because he spends time with you. And I know you guys talk a lot behind the scenes. Lady Sky says, how much snow did you get there? Well, we got maybe 3 inches, and it's just about all melted now. Just in time for some more. Are you in the zone for some more, Lady Sky? Again, Carl, somebody who really cares about you and loves you, and you kind of dismiss. I'm speaking on Yogi. I think you forget how many people love you and are there for you. Carl says, not anymore. I talk to Ivy and A-Frame now. Okay. Lady Sky says, yes, 1 inch to a dusting zone. I see. So far, we're 3 to 7. We'll see. It's going to be very cold today and this weekend here. Yeah, I think we're going into single digits, 5, 6, and 7, starting probably, is it tonight? I think tonight. I had to go out there and turn on the heat light for the chickens. Oh. Well, Lady Sky, I'm ready for spring. I don't know about you. Anita. Hey, Nita, how are you? Good morning. Lady Sky says, I'm so over it with this snow weather. Me too. But it's really been, for me anyways, it's been a very mild winter so far. to be at the end of January to just getting snow. We've been in the 50s, right? Most of the month. So I can't complain too much. March 20th needs to get here fast. First day of spring. You know why I know that, Lady Sky? I know that very well because my daughter, whose name is Winter, was born on March 19th, the last day of winter. Matt's, and she loves winter, by the way, too. Kind of funny how that whole word thing worked out. She loves cold weather. She loves weather in general. Matt is alive. Good morning. Matt is alive says, my wife still thinks I am sexy. Every time that I walk past her, she says, what an ass. You're so funny, Matt. Paul says, I like going for walks in sub-zero weather. Ooh, ooh, yuck. Who are you? Are you okay? Bridget says, that is awesome, Matt. Lady Sky says, yeah. Matt says, like Jack's live. Thanks for that. Marlon at Jim Dundee says, my abusive ex used to always tell me how her dog was the only reason not to keep going and that she has no one else. Sometimes she'd mention her cat as well. Me maybe once out of 100 times. Aw, I'm sorry. I say that a lot too. I do say that about Jack, that he keeps me around. I'm sorry, Marlon. You deserve better than that. I'm glad you are out of that relationship. And I'm glad you see that you deserve better than that, my dear. Kind of breaks my heart a little bit. I love you, Marlon. Aw, Jackie does too. Look at that. Right on cue. Carl says, because when my father died, Ephraim, Allie, Fran, Ivy, and Tina were there for me 24 hours. I'm glad you have them. I know that's very important for you, Carl, and I'm really glad you have them. Matt has arrived. Paul says, it's wonderful. Ooh, not a fan of summer, so I know somebody like that. She lives in New York. I think Carl just mentioned her, Ivy. Marlon says, I can be pretty hurtful, but oh well. Just let me to find someone better eventually. Her son. Her son? Oh, wait. Her son? Okay. Bridget says the struggle is real on that subject. Marlon says, which I get, but being the one she wanted to spend the rest of her life with and not being in the mix was tough. Lady Sky says, do you like peanut butter pie? I love anything sweet. Um, but I don't need a recipe because I'm not going to bake anything. Are you going to do peanut butter pie soon? That is alive says Jack looks extremely comfortable right now. He does. He got really comfortable when we were talking about how Marlon deserves so much better. He was definitely agreeing. Oh, and that tail just moved again. Carl says the 1st of February is the start of spring in Ireland. Really, Carl? I want to check that out, but I'm not going to. How is it? How are our seasons not the same? I'm really confused. I mean, not the same, but how could you be going into spring in February and we won't go into spring until March, end of March? That's what confuses me. Don't we all switch seasons at the same time? Wake up, Jack. Lady Skies is not sure yet on making a peanut butter pie. I see. Yes, we love peanut butter. We tried those 3-ingredient peanut butter cookies. with just peanut butter, sugar, and an egg. That was good. It was really good. And I ate them way too fast. And I want to make more, but I know I'm still on some steroids, so my appetite is really on. It's really on. So I'm trying to be more healthy with what I'm pigging out on. Jackie, Bridget's going to tell you there are ladies in the house. Bridget says, yes, Lady Sky, I'll take a slice. Carl says, February, March, and April is spring. And Mary says, okay. That's right, ladies, Jackie. He's like, bummer, man. Nobody asked you to be here. Paul, Jack is 5. And Jack has this phenomenon where he rarely grooms himself unless I'm live streaming. If I'm over here talking to a phone, that's when Jack will surely start grooming. Bridget says can't get enough of him. Lucky us, right? That is alive says just to let Jack get comfortable. The ladies can handle it. No, he's got manners. Like I said, it's just what he does when I'm live streaming. Marlon says February is definitely winter here. I don't know if he's getting cold now. He might be. Where did we put that? I am missing. Marlon says, but maybe in Ireland it actually heats up earlier. Maybe. I have questions. I should have paid more attention in school. Like, I don't understand why in the summertime, the east is in one area, and that's where the sun is rising, and then the west is in another area, and then in the winter, it's all moved. I understand the rotation and tilt, but I don't understand all at the same time. It's very confusing. Like my sun used to rise behind some trees over my side yard, and now it's almost in my backyard. It's really wild. Marlon says, and yeah, I have someone who's more than I could ever have asked for or dreamed of now, so I can't complain. The not so good past just makes me appreciate it more. Yeah. Carl says, goodbye. Carl, I hope you have a wonderful day. Stay dry, and I will look forward to whatever you put out today. Any kind of short you put out, I'll be looking for you. Lady Sky says, good to talk to you, Cat and Jack. I'm going back to bed now. Okay, dear. Sweet dreams. We'll see. I'm sure I'll see you this afternoon somewhere around. It's like we all spend our days together, isn't it? Sid says, whew, okay, back. Was up on panel in someone's channel for 5 hours. It was nice to talk to someone and show my art. Aw, nice. Zed is sending some love to Mary. Sweet dreams, sweet Mary. Gosh, I wonder how close you guys live to each other, Zed and Mary. They live on the same side of the state. Mary could make Zed a pie. And he could tell us how wonderful it is. Oh, Zed. Wouldn't that be so nice? Wouldn't that be? I'm just like, oh, that would be wonderful. I was thinking about how much I would like that. Sid says, LOL, I've watched Mary cook and bake many times and still never had a hand delivered pie, huh? I'm teasing. What's up, Jack? Here you go. I erased it. Every time I try to put the chat up on the TV, he notices. He's not having it. Bridget is here and multitasking. I understand that. Mina Lalita, good morning, my friend. How are you? It's good evening for you, I bet. We are really good, Mina Lalita. How are you? Jack is good. See, he just showed you how good he is. Big ol' yawn. Baba. Sid says hello to Marlon at Jim Dundee. Here we go. The Drail. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Oh, pretty. I love bird dogs. I had a Springer Spaniel growing up. Nice. Bridget says, just when I remember that I have Pillsbury Grands in the fridge, they're expired. Cook them anyways. Unless you're really, really sensitive about that stuff, then don't. My mom always fed us food. She'd say, I feed you guys questionable foods to make your stomach stronger. And she probably did. Your belly would know. Well, then don't. I can eat anything. Really, I have a pretty strong stomach. Alfia, hello, my friend. How are you? I was so glad to see you at Mary's last night. Oh, my heart for poor Mary. I love her so much. And I feel for her, you know? She's a single woman living life on her own, trying to do it on her own. I get it. So am I. I totally get it. I have such a heart for her. I'm so glad you were there yesterday. Jack. Bridget says, plus, it's been almost 2 years since having my gallbladder removed. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Alpia says, good morning. How are you doing today? And thank you. Mary is amazing. She is. Me too. I'm single, yes. Gotta appreciate and support our fellow females who are doing it on their own. I don't want to say I'm single. I have a partner, but I am living life on my own, supporting myself. I don't live with my partner. We don't support each other financially or physically. So, still basically a woman doing it on her own. Alpia says, yes, we do. Zed says, huh? Never mind, Zed. Girl power. Oh, Marlon says, I mean, I even eat raw pork meat. Ooh, ooh. I would not go that far. Bridget says, like the song I'm a Survivor by Reba. Zed, you can take your eye rolling and go home, sir. Be kind or be gone. Oh, Cat is not having it this morning. Snow the squirrel. Hello. How are you? Good morning. Snow the squirrel says, I'm great. How are you? I am, I am sassy this morning. That is the word. How you're great. Good. Marlon says same. Well, minus the woman part. Zed says very sassy. You know I love you, but yep, you poked a button. Maybe I've had too many men rolling their eyes at me in my life and I'm not having it. Okay, out of nowhere, an eyeglass lens just fell off my table over there. Where did it come from? That's kind of crazy. Bridget says, I'm having a salad, trying to stick with my normal meal routine. Ooh. Zed says, and here I was thinking of taking a different route to Montana. Bridget says, spooky. Yeah, weird. Just weird. Robin says, not sure I do a raw U.S. pork either. Yeah, U.S. I think that's the key words right there. But over here, poultry and wild game is only meat you. Poultry and wild game is the only meat you can't eat raw. Althea says, oh. I meant, oh, wow. Yeah, weird. And I have my reading glasses right here. Both lenses are in them, so I did check. I was poking my eyes. I was like, are the lenses in here? Marlon says, I can also drink unfiltered water from most bodies of water, even the Rhine, without getting sick. Funny story. My daughter went to Sedona. My ex husband bought her a goddess retreat um, event in Sedona, and which was so wild. Like that was something so unexpected. And during that experience, they went into some body of water, and she was really getting into it and splashing the water all over and in her face. And she did. She got some kind of parasite. She was very sick. I could just see her too. It was a funny story. Marlon says, although U.S. pork has become a lot safer as well. Mm. You would definitely know more than I would. Bridget says that's scary. It was scary, but funny nowadays. Looking back on the whole situation, hilarious. Speaking of, I wonder where she's at today. Last time I checked, she was in Dallas. Oh, she's back home in Florida. I can see exactly where she's at. Marlon says here, raw ground pork has been a classic for about 100 years. Are you saying that's scary about the raw pork? I guess it's just not something we're used to, so it's hard to, for me anyways, to grasp. Oh, I hear Jackie's tummy. It's just talking. Poor guy. Oh. Paul is asking Marlon at Jim Dundee, what does raw meat taste like? Interesting question. Coffee time. Marlon says, not sure if it's endemic to the US, but there is an amoeba that multiply in warm, stagnant water and can go up your nose and eat itself into your brain. Oh my gosh, and can't really be treated when symptoms appear. Thanks for that. That's something I really needed to think about. Marlon says, it tastes good, Paul. And Paul says, okay. Marlon says, I don't know how to describe it, but if it's seasoned properly and fresh, it's really good. Bridget says, you could not pay me enough to eat raw meat. And Paul says, interesting. Well, what do we eat? Don't we eat raw meat that is like a delicacy? I'm trying to think. The thought is evading me right now. Besides raw fish. Oh, Bubba. I hear it. I'm sorry, honey. So, Paul, would you try that here? Or would you go to a country like Germany where it's a little more accepted and maybe the food might be a little bit cleaner? Carpaccio, what is that? It just says, is Jackie sick? It's the same old stomach stuff. It's just over there talking like crazy. Marlon says, have you never had sushi, Bridget? At least whose domestic meat is actually safer than raw fish? Bridget says, tried it once, don't like it. There's all sorts of different kinds of sushi. There's some I'm not super fond of. But the more mainstream, like California rolls and stuff, spicy California rolls, I like. As long as a vet checks for trichinosis, it's safe. Totally beyond me now. Marlon says, plenty of bad sushi. You need to find good sushi or make it yourself. You know, I used to work at a restaurant and we served fresh fish and seeing like there's live worms. Oh gosh, I don't even want to talk about it. Yeah, makes you think twice. Bridget says, smell of it when I'm ringing you up for customers? No, thank you. Marlon at Jim Dundee says, there's two restaurants here I like. The others, nah, rather make my own even if it was free. Morning, Squirrel Sniper. Grandest of Risings, Cat and Jack, and all. Good morning, Squirrel Sniper. Good to see you. Bridget says, hi, Squirrel. Where? We are going to get serious because we want to be early to Walmart. I think I should call them and ask them if they have bananas before I drive all that way. Oh, I have to go there anyways for dog food. Never mind. Marlon says all sushi fish get screened for worms and has to be free from it. Yeah, this wasn't for sushi. This was at a restaurant. We were just cooking fish. But I had no idea. Well, I just had no idea. Squirrel Sniper says, I hope I still have some dignity laughing after my esoteric lounge last night. I had to be really honest. It's all over my head. So I have no idea what you meant. Bridget, Squirrel Sniper has one night a week he hangs out with Yogi and he has his own whatever he wants to discuss, and it's called the Esoteric Lounge. Jay Valdez, something the dog a treat. Do you want to give the dog a treat? Did you want to super chat and we can give the dog a treat? I would do that for you. Bridget says, oh, cool. Yes, very cool. I know you had a lot of interest. I was kind of watching Squirrel Sniper before I fell asleep. I know you had a lot of questions and a lot of people really interested in what you were saying. Hamilton St. Ives, good morning. Hamilton St. Ives says, oh, hey, it's you again and my favorite YouTube doggy. Hello, Hamilton St. Ives. It's good to see you again. I could never forget that name. Squirrel Sniper says, last night was all about intuition and my perspective of how we retrieve it. Oh, a deviled egg sandwich. That sounds good. That's a great way to think about it. A deviled egg sandwich. I love that. That was Zed. You know, my chickens started laying eggs again. I was very surprised. I have about a dozen eggs and I still get one or two a day. I am super impressed with them. Did I read that Bridget said that is sweet, Hamilton? Don't look. All right, cat makeup. Hamilton says, Cat, are you back driving for Pepsi? Nope, I'm still milking the short-term disability clock, sir. That's a joke, but I am still on short-term disability. I think I made it back for a couple weeks, maybe a month, before I was sick again. But you do know I don't drive, right? That would be scary for all the people who live in my area because I'm pretty mellow. I can stay pretty calm, but you get me in traffic and I turn into somebody else. And I'm not proud of it, but it is what it is. I recognize my limitations. Squirrel Sniper says, our brain, mind is like a sonar sensory. Oh gosh. Underwater, a sonar sends a ping every 12 seconds and waits for the 3-second reply. That reply is our tuition, but we have been taught to look for all the 15, never getting your data returned. See, that is all beyond me. Like I said, I am very straight to the point. I like A Course in Miracles because it's very straight to the point. One mind. Once you undo the ego, you return to one mind. Paul says, sounds deep. It is deep. And you know what, Squirrel Sniper, do you want to put up the link? Or the link to anything? Squirrel Sniper's very excited about some stuff that he's found. And um, yeah, I would love for him to share that. Hamilton says, oh, sorry to hear that. Bridget says, I surprise my coworkers when I cuss. I know you said that. It's funny. Girl, yes. Because you're so sweet looking. And sometimes somebody will come in your chat and piss you off. And girl, you go off. And it is surprising. It's funny, but it's surprising. I just did the translation for A Course in Miracles Sniper. One mind. Undoing the ego returns you to one mind. That's simple. That's why I love A Course in Miracles. All the rest is just part of the illusion. It's just part of the dream. Hamilton St. I says, have to admit, I loved your gorgeous flowing. Oh, thank you. Bridget says, does it scare you? LOL. Does what scare me? I forgot. Oh, you're cussing? No. I'm just surprised. Flora, good morning, my dear. How are you? Thank you for the like. How's your day going, Flora? Hamilton St. Ives, thank you so much. That was really nice. Flora says, my day is good. Amen. I'm glad to hear that. I'm really, really glad to hear that. Flora says, hello to Bridget at Essential Irish Queen. Bridget, didn't you say you had you were doing a DNA test? Did I get that right? Bridget says yes. The results take several weeks though. Okay. Exciting. Yep, it's all Greek to me, Scroll Sniper. Like I said, this is a little just, I'm sure it's just a different way of saying the same thing, but I'm not, it just goes totally over my head. Oh, good. Bridget says, but I did get the email that my DNA sample arrived successfully. Bridget says, one less worry on my shoulders. Yes. Paul also says, way beyond my brain. Um, Let me read this real quick. I I struggle with reading this, Squirrel Sniper. Mm, it's a lot. It's all, to me, just all part of the story. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I want to really, but I'm not. I'm not there with you. Just, phew, phew. Hamilton, I do not. I do not spend a lot of time grooming Jack. He does it himself. And he goes to a groomer. Ooh. Sometimes I kind of see where you're going, Squirrel Sniper, but like I said, it's a little much for me in my little brain. I am a KISS girl. Keep it simple. Silly girl. Cat&Jack Sparrow, it is. Funny Sparrow. He's a bird dog, Sparrow. Paul says, I try not to think about anything, LOL. I think I'm at that point too. But Squirrel Sniper has an amazing story. He had, I'll just tell you a little bit, due to a fall, he had a spontaneous Kundalini awakening. And he definitely sees things that we don't see. And he's really coming upon some breakthroughs. And I'm really excited for him. But still, beyond me. Legendary, you don't have to drop the F bomb. My goodness. Man, look at Bridget. Bridget, who dropped the F bomb the other day, she's like, I'm not having it. I love you, Bridget. Bridget says, be kind or be gone. That is a rule. Legendary says, okay. This is just animal abuse. Would have sufficed. Do you want to explain your point? Get a job? Scroll Sniper says the 12-second pulse, the Holy Spirit. I've never heard the Holy Spirit called anything but Spirit, Holy Ghost, a helper, a companion, not a 12-second pulse. But he says it is like a clock that only ticks to remind you that you are safe and everything is being fixed. Now, see, this is where we differ a little bit because A Course in Miracles is you've never left the side of your Creator. You're only dreaming. Nothing needs to be fixed. And maybe that's why I'm having a little bit of a hard time understanding. Like I said, I just like to keep it really simple. Legendary says, get a job. I'm telling you, a lazy dog. He needs to do something. Oh, Paul says, something happened to me when I was 7 that kind of froze me in time. Interesting. Really interesting. Have you looked into that? I say most people on YouTube have jobs. Bridget, I love you. You're so funny. Oh my goodness. Buddy, don't get Bridget started. Hamilton St. Ives as well. He looks like he's so adorable. I was thinking about a short-haired doggy like a Rhodesian Ridgeback, but an Irish setter, maybe. They're lovely. They're very friendly. They don't get in dog fights. They just want to love on everything and everybody. But they do shed like crazy. Says Legendary can join Billy in the closet for 24 hours. Bridget says, great work, said. Oh my, you guys. Paul, Paul, do you know how to? I'm gonna give you this. All right, Paul. If you find Squirrel Sniper on here and you click on his name, you can go to his channel and you can subscribe. That way, you can see more of what he's into. I think he might have some ideas about your experience when you were 7. Oh my. Now I've been talking about Jack's stomach and listen to mine. Squirrel Sniper says Cat&Jack. I hope I do or don't end up just speaking in parables. I think your language is right for the people who are ready to hear that or need to hear it. I think there are all sorts of bridges, and I think you are creating a bridge for people for sure, Squirrel Sniper. Paul says therapists have said what happened prevented me from launching into adulthood. Interesting. Um, I do believe that everything we do and the way we see things is all based on our perceived past, a past that's no longer here. It's kind of crazy. Bridget says it's Cat's turn for a snack, lol. Hi, Daniel. Daniel says, how are you doing, friend? I'm really good. It's good to see you, Daniel. Daniel, did I see you yesterday? I feel like I did not see you yesterday. I'm glad to see you're okay, my friend. Ophia says, I'm still here, just quiet. Aw, thank you for still being here. Ophia, I love you. You guys, Ophia is one, she is so much fun with her creations. And if you know her offspring, She Cooks and Roasts, you know where she gets it from. Ophia is really creative herself and such a support to all her friends on YouTube. I see her all over the place. Daniel says, I just got off the game with me and my friends. Nice. Is that what you were doing yesterday? Ophia says, Jack is a happy dog. He's always relaxing and being in peace. Most of the time. Definitely this morning. We'll see. We'll see if he gets up about 5. Sometimes he does that. Bridget says, definitely Ophia. Squirrel Sniper says, I get an image to a previous image and the two make a third, and I was trying to explain the third imagery without fully understanding the first two. Dana says, we are going to play again tomorrow night, friend. Are you getting any of the storm tonight, tomorrow, this weekend, Daniel? Daniel is also in Tennessee. Oh my gosh, St. Pookie, Big Deborah, you recognized her. You're right. Yes. Flora says she's still here. And Daniel says yes. Oh, well, I'm glad you were having fun. Thank you, Althea. Althea says you can see he's happy. Sometimes he's bouncing around the yard, but you can see he's well taken care of. Thank you. Squirrel Sniper says, like I said last night, I'm learning with you all. Bridget says, definitely. She's agreeing with Althea. And Daniel says, I hear it's going to snow. Yeah, I was just wondering if it's going that far west, or is it sticking mostly east, northeast? Paul says, I'm sure a lot of us would like a do-over. I think we do things over and over and over. You are going to get some, Daniel. I see. Althea says that Big Deborah is happy too and always well dressed. Yeah. Althea is one of our members and she's showing off our stickers, which Cat needs to work on. Oh, Hamilton St. Ives says, nice to see you guys again. I had to take a break from the Cat and Jack show because, I'm happily married and Cat is just a bit too delicious. So I will drop in time to time. Hamilton St. Ives, I just love you so much. Thank you. Thank you for that. I just love you so much and I appreciate you. Paul says it's time to bundle up and take a long walk. Thank you for talking to me. Hey, thank you for stopping by. It was nice getting to know you and enjoy the cold. Oh, goodness. Paul, you sound a lot like somebody else we know who takes walks out in the cold every morning. Chad Bailey. Chad Bailey says, I had a little Debbie moment last night. They are in one of my kids' snacks. After I felt like I blew the diet for a day, her force is strong, my willpower weak. I so funny you said that, Chad. I was just thinking that I have not succumbed. Oh well, except for little Debbie is in my bed. I mean, Big Deborah is in my bed. So I did succumb, but I have not succumbed to a little Debbie treat in a couple weeks. I was quite proud of myself. But now that I was thinking about it, I probably will pick one up at the store. Daniel says, I am warm like a baby on my pillow and tummy in the birthday suit, and I am going to release the toots. Daniel, you're so funny. Oh my goodness. Zed, you are such a liar. Bridget says, Daniel, laughing. Hamilton says, have a wonderful day, all of you, loyal Cat and Jack followers, and especially to Catherine the Great and Captain Jack. Ciao. Bye, Hamilton. Daniel says, Chad Bailey, hug friend. Jay Olsen says, what did I just a bunch of gas. We're just expressing gas around here. my. Man. Jay says it's the flatulence room. Apparently, it is. Scroll sniper. You are funny. Bridget says, just Daniel J. That's what you walked into. Daniel's butt in the air, releasing some toots. Zed is laughing at Scroll Sniper. Jay says, okay, the little Debbie is freaking me out. Well, that's because it's not little Debbie. That is Big Deborah. She has that effect on people. I'm used to her. Jack is used to her. Bridget says, I'm so close to reaching the bottom of the mine in Stardew Valley, 5 levels away. I just cannot find myself playing games anymore. In life, too. In life and in, other games. And I don't even know why. I have an old PlayStation and all the old games. Why do I still have it? I don't know. My kids occasionally play with them when they come home. Bridget says, it's okay, Cat. I am thinking of maybe working on my Pepsi uniforms video this weekend. Chad, you're correct. That Big Deborah smiles all the time. She knows it's only a matter of time before you give in to her demands. Yes, her promises of sweet nothings, short-term satisfaction for later regret. Squirrel Sniper says Eric runs 100 miles like it's breakfast. I'd expect that one-to-one to last a whole week, said. Oh my goodness. Bridget says, oops, now it's my turn for toots. Daniel, see what you started? And this is going to be the Gassy live stream, the one known as the Gassy live stream. I think Zed called Yogi a cult leader once. Am I right on that? Which was really exciting. I'm like, yeah, my boyfriend's a cult leader. Uh-huh. It's totally a joke. Hilarious. Well, we're certainly not making our number today. Chad says, I call him Eric. One of my kids' name is Eric. Good name in honor of my grandfather. Aw, it is a good name. That's sweet in honor of your grandfather. Very, very sweet. Zed says, Eris is like half the size of me, but I'm sure he can run faster than me. Chad says, how tall would you say? How tall would I say what? Eric is? I think I know. By the way, I know I mentioned it earlier, but I'll mention it again. He's 5'9". Um, Nanette Tierhart. Got to check out Nanette. She is his guest today. I've been holding this cough in for a while now. Let me see. Chad says I'm 5'9" too, average height. Yep. But Zed is a much taller man. I do believe, my understanding. All right. This is a link to that live stream today. Right. I thought 6'2". Zed says 6'1". So Zed, you might be interested to come meet Nanette. Aw. Scroll Sniper says Eric wears special flat pumps that reduces his height by 10 inches. So he won't be so intimidating, right? He's a giant, really. I was thinking spiritually, he's a giant. Says, does she live in Montana? I don't know. I think she lives California ways. I don't know why I think that, but I could be wrong. Oh, Zed's like this because you're going to Montana. I love that for you. Isn't that where Brokeback Mountain happened? I can't quit you. Wasn't that Montana? I'm just, I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just asking a question. My whole thing with Debbie is I can't quit you. You know, that's from Brokeback Mountain. Never mind. My mind. Daniel says essential. Aw, you tooted. Aw, so sweet. Night, night. Zen says, hey now. Hey now. Who said that? Howard Stern used to say that, right? Hey now. Squirrel Sniper says cowboy country. Bridget is laughing at Daniel. I'm just teasing you, Zed. But yes, beautiful country. Since it had no freaking idea about that movie. It's just a very interesting movie. I was I was quite the Christian back then and a Bible thumper, and it was quite shocking. Oh, it was very shocking. I'm much better now. Daniel says, "Me love you, Jackie." Oh, Jackie and I love you, Daniel. Wow, Bridget says, "Still have not reached 500 watch hours. I swear YouTube is not counting the hours correctly." Um, I did see something about that. One of the known issues with YouTube not correctly not correctly assigning hours. So I think you're correct about that, Bridget. I don't know if that's something they fixed yet or not. It's at 496. I think you're right. There was something else too. A new one. One of the new known issues is that people will appear like they're live when they're not live. Squirrel Sniper says my hours after last night is going backwards. Bunny. You're funny. Squirrel Sniper, you really need to. I told you I really missed your fire night chats, your fireside chats. I think, yeah. I hope you bring that back. Which just says I make sure to add every live to the playlist. Good. I have not been on doing my part lately. It's so much easier when I'm going to work. It's just a habit to set the TV when I'm going. But I will try to get back on it. I have you and Lovely on my list right now, and Sissy. So they'll end up just adding up. Daniel says, I got my warm butt in a warm blankie and I am sucking my thumb for comfort. Aw. Bridget says, it's going to mess up your teeth down there. Well, Daniel's already 30. It's done what it's going to do. And Daniel is all about being comfortable, if you have not noticed. He's very into tactile sensations. Squirrel Sniper says, I will when it's a bit warmer and drier come March. I love that. Daniel says, I'm going to fall asleep in the live. Well, my job here is done then. Bridget says, oh, okay, and LOL. Zed is sending some love to Bridget. Bridget says, aw. All right, now we have to get it out. We've done good. This is the first time we're going to be coughing this morning on the stream. So hang on. Definitely better. My plan today, besides grocery store, is getting my, I still have not gotten my treadmill out of the garage and into the apartment downstairs. So that's what I'd like to do to kind of make up for all the food I'm eating and hopefully get back in shape before I have to go back to work. Bridget says mine is still under my bed. But you're still active and doing everything you normally do, Bridget. I am normally super, super active at work. And after a couple of weeks of non activity, I just lose all my strength, all my endurance. Aw, hi, Walking Tall. Good morning. I've been watching your shorts all day long with my buddy Jack. Well, thank you. Oh, Scroll Sniper, did you feel anything, Cat and Jack, in Yogi's afternoon live stream with the vibrational spectrum of the guest? Yes, I was speaking on that. Yogi had a female shaman in yesterday who did I was calling it like a download clearing. I don't know what exactly it was. She was saying something about, oh, yeah, that's breaking stuff up. It was amazing. I felt a huge welling up, like some pain in my chest rising, and I just started bawling. Like it was a huge, huge release. It was amazing. I loved it. Absolutely. He said he was going to um, cut that part so people could go back and revisit it. What about you, Squirrel Sniper? Which is true. I haven't been eating any more than normal either. Yeah. I have a real incentive. I really do want to get back to work. I want to be back to being active. Walking Tall, you say you're going to get in shape before you have to go back to work. I like your shape. Thank you. I don't mean my shape. I basically mean my endurance and my being able to do my work because it's pretty heavy work. Most guys, guys twice half my age say it's too much work. So I do take a little bit of pride in being able to do that work. Sid says pot roast. Is that what you're having? Yummy. Scroll Sniper says Cat and Jack. She was expanding frequency. All my research is on harmonics, frequency, and sound into pictures, linking our intuition and perception. Mm-hmm. Oh, Jack. Here. Bridget says that is yummy. Yep, that's one thing about Zed. He likes to cook. There you go. There you go. Is that good? Debbie's got you. Jack. That's what I said too, Bridget. Scroll Sniper says, see, yep, this is where the language I get lost. That sonar radar collecting a clear image through the dark buried waters into crystal clear image. Bridget says, with his kissable face, yes. Sid said, no, had my pot roast last 3 days. I was going to make chicken and dumplings, but didn't take the chicken out. So your deviled egg sandwich was okay, but not great. But why are you mentioning pot roast? What are you doing then? I'm so confused. Are you just teasing us? Walking Tall says Jack looks all comfortable underneath the arm. Jack loves Debbie, I'm telling you. He uses her as a pillow. He often lays on her lap. Walking Tall says, I think Jack has found a new girlfriend. I'm telling you. Aw. Scroll Sniper says, I can't type today. Never mind. Aw. Charlotte, good morning. It is not. It is Big Deborah. Oh my God, she's cute. Thank you. She says thank you. Jack agrees. Ah, yes, when the thought is faster than the typing thumb. Bridget says, be respectful. And Scroll Sniper says, try again, Milky. Man, didn't even see you, buddy. They got you. Pew, pew, you're out of here. Scroll Sniper says 420 socks look stupid. What are 420? Oh, is somebody saying something about 420 socks? Listen, I got Grateful Dead socks on. It's better than 420 socks, right? That Sean's not here. Just for Sean. I've got my Grateful Dead knee socks on. Sid says saw that, but wanted to let Bridget have fun. And Sid says, have a wonderful day. You too, Sid. Bridget says, love the rainbow socks. Me too. The dancing bears. Me too. But I've never heard of 420 socks. I'll have to look. I have 420 socks. Wait a minute. I don't know if they're the same thing as somebody else was speaking on. Imagine someone's sock accounts and keeping the same 420 in all the names. That's lame. That's a lame troll. I don't even know what sock accounts are. Walking Tall says hello. Walking Tall 420. He's like, oh, hello. Okay, well, it's just one more thing that's gone completely over my head. I'm getting used to it. It's all right. It keeps me happy. Yes, exactly. Walking Tall. I have some too. Um, I wear them more too, just to be a smartass. Scroll Sniper says one troll will have many accounts linked to the one. That makes sense. Zed says, Squirrel, it's great to see you. Bridget says, true, Squirrel. Yes, I did say, we did. Yes, 420 was brought up. All right, guys. This girl is done. She has learned more than she wants to learn today. Her brain hurts. If she lived in a legal state, she would be participating in 420 right now. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. I love you. I love all of you. Thank you so much. I love spending my time with you guys. My socks even have a little pocket. Cool. That's very cool. All right, guys. We will see you tomorrow. You have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. We love you.